Oh! The title of the show is Detritus. One thing that I realized is I love garbage. I love garbage on the ground. When I drive into New York, there are these chain link fences with the wind has blown the garbage up against them. One of the paintings I did is called Consumer Roadkill, and it's a collage made with things that have been just pummeled by cars and people walking on them, and the weather elements. But there's a history to each one of those. What did that pen write? What is that history of that it's written? This is kind of my still life that I'm constructing, and I'll see what happens. Like if it's too dense, I might want to take all of this and because it's still too organized for me. And yeah, like I might want to Detritus has always been sort of an aspect of my work. When I make these things and the images that I'm using in these pieces, there's always this sense of reviewing, constantly moving forward and moving back. Some of the paintings, they're constructed by remnants of things that are scraps from working on other things. I'm working on this piece, this smaller piece right now, and efficiency is key here. I glued together all these little 1 ounce jars. Because acrylic paint dries very quickly, it's about keeping it wet. And then as I'm working on it, I've got this humidifier that I made with some styrofoam cups that blows the humid air onto the paints. Why start painting right now? Going from conceptual sculptor or conceptual artist to, I say my most drastic transition into traditional still life painting. It's interesting. It's an interesting transition. Art for me at its best is an evolutionary process. I see my work as sort of documentations of my discoveries. Which is why it's very different, and it's I do something and then I move on. Painting has a longer and a more clear history. Painting on canvas in that clear tradition, it's kind of going through art history in a way, from the Renaissance through to the present. And I see kind of where we are right now is like this sort of absolute pluralism that's going on. The role of the artist, I think, is to help people understand and look at how information is presented, because that's what we've been doing, for, the whole time, is presenting something and orchestrating the way that it's presented, the way it's understood, the rendering, the reality of it. Ultimately, what I do is about myself. It's my discoveries. It's about my relationship with the outside world and my inside world. The self-portrait, I almost see it like a butterfly flying away. The tightrope walker is very focused on its balance and where it is and what it's doing. I like kind of how they play off of each other. But it's a reminder of the sculpture that I do. I've heard, Friedman, you're weird. So I'm kind of used to it. But artists in general take on a very different perspective, and I think they've identified maybe 4 or 5 normal people in the world. So, being an artist is sort of the the most natural thing that, I can do.